Welcome to the Season 2 finale of Legit Brew Reviews, the show about two guys who drink legit brews
and give you legit reviews.
I'm Trevor.
And I'm Matt.
And today we're going to attempt to join the Century Club. That's our big, that's our finale.
Yeah, that was, if you hadn't looked up the hint.
Yeah, you've had a weekend, so y'all are lazy.
Yeah, so if you didn't.
Y'all are all in quarantine, so you should just
right,
Google
everybody's
it.
in quarantine right now, so there's no reason.
No reason you just Googled it.
You couldn't have Googled it.
But for those of you who don't know, the Century Club is a challenge that you have to essentially drink 100 shots of beer in 100 minutes, which is an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to attempt to do. And we have a system that we're going to try to go with here that's going to help us pace. You know, we've seen some videos of people that just knock them back.
Yeah.
It never really goes well for them.
Yeah, we're gonna take a different approach. We're gonna do the 10 every 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 shots every 10 minutes.
And we'll keep track. Trevor's gonna be our timekeeper in this scary game we're gonna play.
And Matt's keeping count of how many shots we take.
Yeah. So we got a little sheet here with 10 tens.
Show me your marker.
Oh, yeah. See, look. You can see it in the close up here. So we got 10 tens, and it equals 100 shots for all us math simple people.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is going to be a task. We are going into this with the best expectations possible.
Yeah.
We were kind of a little
when we first
overzealous.
Yeah, we were so sure that we were gonna this is no big deal. It's not as hard. It can't be as hard as it sounds. But then we really started to think about drinking 12 beers
each.
Shooting.
In shot form, shooting 12 beers.
And then all of those beers just sitting in your stomach. So it just doesn't. It's kind of disturbing.
Yeah. It's slightly.
We might not get through it, but that's okay because we're gonna try.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice to be I'm part of the Century Club.
It would be, and the way that we kind of came to a conclusion, we're gonna list these. You guys can see it here. We're going to list these as rounds. So if we don't make it all 10 rounds, we're going to attempt to go 10 rounds, but we're going to call our victories or our tap outs or our TKOs, if you will, at whatever round that we complete last.
If we feel like we can go forward with to the next round within the that 10-minute time frame.
Yeah. So, okay.
I guess
so
there's nothing left.
There's nothing else to do, guys.
Can't put this off any longer.
No, it's about that time, I think.
So yeah, before I'm gonna put it off just a little longer.
Sure.
We're gonna be doing would you rather questions.
Yeah.
In the span of time that in between taking our shots, our rounds. So we're not just sitting here twiddling our thumbs while we drink.
Yeah, and then we're also as things progress as we go through the rounds. We'll also have some of our season highlights as far as what we liked, what we didn't, and Trevor has a bunch of questions that we kind of compiled, and he compiled most of what we're gonna kind of talk about. So
yeah, and I only have 6 questions. But
yeah, well that's fine. We'll pace ourselves.
At that point, we're gonna be at the rambling.
Yeah,
level.
We'll say entirely too much.
Not gonna be too coherent. Anyway, let's just jump into it.
Yeah, so we both have one. Trevor's is off to the side here, so I'm gonna move this now just to have mine out of the way. And let's go ahead. Make sure if you're saying anything, you're speaking into your microphone.
I'm gonna try. Let's see. Look, I'm gonna open it like this, and then I'm just gonna have it sitting vertically, so that I can just look at me using the noodle, using the old noodle.
Yeah, that's how I have mine.
Noodle.
I have mine like that too. So it's just sitting up.
Okay. Just reach in and grab a beer.
All right. So, I guess.
Oh, yeah, and in case you haven't already noticed, we're drinking Budweiser.
Yeah, and we didn't at all go into what we're drinking. We're drinking Bud Heavy, just regular old Budweiser.
Bud Heavy, as everyone calls it.
Yeah. I think I've said that before a couple of times. If I left it,
this is our favorite, just go-to beer. Nothing wrong with Budweiser.
a good standard, a good cheap one. And we figured it was probably going to be one of the easiest ones to shoot.
Yeah.
We say lightly, of course.
You don't want an IPA for this challenge. I think.
Yeah, nothing that's going to be too hard to do. So
we're going to start, and then every 10 minutes. You know what? Let me change this from an hour to like every 10 minutes, okay? And then we'll keep track of the shots that way. So after every 10 minutes, the timer will go off.
Yeah.
And then we'll do our next shot. Or our next round. And then with that, we'll be able to keep track of how many we've done. And when we do them all, that'll be 100 shots.
Okay.
So that will equal out to our hour and 40 minutes.
Right. Okay.
So I'll just keep it every 10 minutes.
Okay.
Let's pour these out. Okay. Wow. The head counts. The head counts, guys. Maybe it doesn't.
And this is gonna be a mess on this tablecloth.
It's the finale.
It's gonna be.
It's the finale.
All right. So
I'm about to start it. Cheers.
Cheers, and we're not gonna cheers every time after this because it's gonna get too crazy. All right, here we go, guys.
3, 2. All right, round one was a success.
Yeah.
There were a couple shots in there that were like.
Yeah, just initially, and sometimes this is cold too.
Yeah. So.
Shooting cold beer, or cold stuff.
In the South, y'all like to put whiskey in the freezer.
Yeah. A lot of people will do that with their vodka too.
Yeah. My point. Well, I can understand vodka, but like
it makes it easier to shoot when stuff's cold, like
Yeah.
Jaeger and stuff like that.
Yeah, my point was going to be though that like these are hard to shoot because they're cold, but I mean y'all keep whiskey in the freezer, so that's cold when you shoot it too.
These are also carbonated though,
That's
and your liquor is not.
That's very
so that
true.
adds a little bit of a throaty burn to it.
That's very true. All right, well we're 7 minutes in from our
awesome.
shot, so we're making. We did like those 10 shots in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So we could just keep going. We can knock this whole challenge out if we just like. No, just kidding. Let's go in and hit some would you rather questions. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Go ahead and grab one, and then I'll grab one as well.
Okay, I'm gonna go with this first one right here. Would you rather see what was behind every closed door, or be able to guess the combination of every safe on the first try? So this is pretty much asking you: are you an honest or dishonest person?
Okay, say it one more time.
Would you rather see what was behind every closed door, or be able to guess the combination of every safe on the first try? I mean, I could see how the first one could be used for like.
Yeah, you could be dishonest with both.
Dishonest reasons. Pursuits.
I don't know. What would you go with on that?
It's not my question.
Oh,
I don't have.
I'm only asking.
Yeah, I don't.
So
have
if
to
you
answer.
ask, you're not answering.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have to answer this.
I would do this. I would do the safe one.
Yeah. I'm gonna answer. I probably would choose that one too.
You know, I mean, that doesn't say in saying that doesn't say I won't get caught.
Well, I mean, you can get yourself like a good job. You know, like you can work for like detectives or something, and like you have to break into a. I mean, I know they could just blast the damn thing open, but I mean, you could just go in there and unlock it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So mine for you is going to be. Would you rather never get a paper cut again, or never get something stuck in your eye again?
What the?
It's a good one.
I'd rather never get something stuck in my eye again.
Yeah, that is pretty.
I can handle a paper cut, but dude,
paper cut's pretty brutal, though,
I mean,
man.
yeah.
It depends on because it's always on your finger somewhere where you always use it. So
I do
it's
a lot of reading.
Yeah. So and then you get a paper cut when you're reading.
I get a paper cut at least every time I open a book, and I get them in the dumbest places too. I get one like on my arm.
Yeah.
Okay, would you rather move to a new city or town every week, or never be able to leave the city or town you were born in?
Ooh, wow.
I guess it depends on how cool your city is.
Yeah, I mean that's a big factor of it
like,
too.
If your city
Yeah,
has everything you need. You don't have to leave.
If you enjoy where you live, I wouldn't want to move every week though either.
Yeah, some people's jobs force them to do that.
That's intense. I would.
That is a really good way to see and go to like travel.
Yeah,
to a lot of different places.
I mean, I guess in a perfect world, maybe the traveling, the one, the first one would be cool to do. At least in that scenario.
But it has its risks too, right?
Yeah. There's no like consistent anything. You'd have to have houses everywhere, and if you do, then that's cool. Would you rather your only mode of transportation be a donkey or a giraffe? Your only mode of transportation, would you rather it be a donkey or a giraffe?
I gotta go with the donkey, man. There's just something so like, I don't know, like
they can be pretty quick.
Yeah,
they can be pretty fast.
Yes, they can be. There's just something symbolic about that. I don't know. I'd rather a donkey. Although giraffes, I mean, you could like get up on that neck, pick an apple. Yeah. And I mean, have you seen giraffes fight? Well, I mean, and like
they fight with their necks, which
someone
is
comes
crazy.
in with a donkey and people like start laughing. But if someone comes in on a giraffe, you're immediately like, everyone
holy crap,
is in
it's
awe.
Prince Ali.
Exactly. You're coming in on a donkey, they're like, it's Prince Juan. Would you rather give up bathing for a month or give up the internet for a month? That's kind of a tough one.
It's a tough one, but you can't be nasty, dude. You know how nasty you're gonna be after a month? You're gonna be nasty after a month, dude.
I haven't bathed in like 2 months, so I digress.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I love the internet, but if it's only giving it up for a month.
At a point, like a month, that's really unsanitary.
Yeah,
like that goes beyond being like disgusting, and that like poses some like, I would think some actual like, you could get an infection down there.
Yeah, well, you probably have one at that point.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Okay, so we know your answer.
Would you rather live in a utopia as a normal person, or in a
dystopia?
Dystopia. Yeah, you knew I was gonna say that. In a dystopia, but you are the supreme ruler.
Oh, dude, I'd rather be the supreme ruler in a dystopia. You kidding me? Absolutely. I will be Big Brother.
Okay. Elaborate a little bit for those of us that don't completely understand what dystopia is.
If you're like, okay, so a dystopia is like a future where everything has like gone wrong, right? Think Orwell's
Mad Max?
No. Dystopians are usually like government-controlled cities, world governments where they watch everything, control everything.
Okay.
You ever see the movie 1984?
I haven't yet.
It's a book too, but
I haven't yet.
Yeah, that's where Big Brother's watching you. But in a utopia, everything's great, everything's wonderful. There's health care for everyone, and everyone gets $5,000 a month and a puppy.
Perfect world scenario.
Yeah, but you're a regular person in that utopia, so maybe you don't get all of that. But in the dystopia, you're the one who's watching everybody and in control of everything.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. No, I'd rather. Honestly, I would rather live in a utopia. If we're being honest. Because who doesn't want to live in like a perfect world? But there's something about all that power.
All that power.
Would you rather? I lost the question. Would you rather never have a toilet clog on you again, or never have the power go out again?
Oh.
So you either. Well, this is your question.
Never have a toilet clog.
Oh no!
It's time.
Hold that thought.
It's time once again, guys, to go to round 2. Ring the bell.
Let's keep going. We're going.
All right, here we go. That's 5.
Woo. Okay, now we can pace ourselves until that 10 minutes is done. We have 9 minutes to do
5 more shots.
Yeah. This is a good way to get drunk.
I think they refer to this as pounding beers.
I think I refer to this as I can't open my damn can.
You're already.
No, it's just hard.
Hey, that sounded just like the legit brew reviews.
It did.
Yeah.
This is 10?
Yeah, I guess this is because we just filled it up higher to make up for the 9. Here's 10.
We'll do a little bit more because 9 was a bit short. Now, what was that question I asked you? Would you rather... Okay, yeah.
The toilet clog or the...
Never have a toilet clog or never have the power go
out
out on you again. We have 7 minutes.
I wouldn't want the power to go out. That is the most annoying thing when the power goes out.
Yeah, but what if you have one toilet?
We do have one toilet.
So
and
what
it
if
clogs all the time?
So you live with that?
I live with.
That's your regular.
I live with it currently, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean,
so
you guys have
old plumbing. Yeah. We apologize in advance for any kind of burping because putting all this stuff away is.
It's a lot of CO2 coming up.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. So I answered yours.
Oh. We made it to round 2.
Dang! Look, see, we're already.
Round 2, check.
Round 2, check.
Wow.
All right. My writing will get worse.
That'll be interesting to see.
Would you rather earbuds and headphones never sit right on or in your ears, or have all music either slightly too quiet or slightly too loud?
I don't know if y'all have noticed, I have weird shaped ears.
He's so self-conscious about it.
They're kind of elfin, but also kind of dwarvish. And I never have earbuds sit the right way in my ears, ever. So that's already a problem I have, much like your clogged toilet. So I guess I'll have to go with never have the music at the appropriate volume. Or the volume that I need.
Yeah, so it'll always be low.
Either
always
too
be
quiet
loud.
or too loud. You know, I'm like, what's that song? Or it's like,
and you're still like, what's that song?
It's way too loud. Or it's just like uncomfortably too loud. Like, you know.
Yeah, it's right at that point where you're
like, can you please turn that down?
Like you feel it in your brain.
You can feel the bass in your blood.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, we're at the 5-minute mark. Oh my God.
5 more minutes? Jeez.
I think we made a mistake.
Would you rather live in a utopia as
You asked the same question, nigga.
Would you rather clean rest stop toilets or work in a slaughterhouse for a living?
Oh my God.
What's the pay?
Oh my God. Yeah, but I think they get paid pretty good.
To work in a slaughterhouse?
Yeah.
I would think.
I would think
hope.
So. I mean, I'm sure there's probably places that don't, but...
All y'all that work in a slaughterhouse, comment below.
Yeah, comment below if you've ever worked in a slaughterhouse and how much do you get paid? Do you get paid good?
And
Let
if you
us
clean
know.
rest stop toilets, sorry.
Probably, yeah. I feel like both of those would be on different spectrums of, like, very sacrificial.
Unfortunately, people who clean rest stop toilets are probably, like, minimum wage at best.
Yeah. Usually it's probably the people that work in the rest stop.
At a slaughterhouse,
usually.
maybe.
The chances of making more for what you have to do and endure, I think.
I imagine a slaughterhouse is like $10 an hour, maybe like 11.
Yeah, I guess it
don't
depends.
know. Yeah.
I guess it depends.
I don't know. I'm talking out of my.
So I'd go with the slaughterhouse, unfortunately, just because
I've
seen some rest stop bathrooms, and I am not trying to.
Some
get
rest
down
stop
on
bathrooms
cleaning
look like slaughterhouses.
Yeah, I've worked in enough stores that I had to clean the restrooms in the stores, and people would have everything that they shouldn't have on the walls, and people would clog toilets with toilet paper, and it was just bad time.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a fun one. Would you rather be feared by all or loved by all?
That goes back to the dystopian question. Oh wait, what did Michael Scott say?
Would I rather be feared or loved? Easy, both. I want people to be afraid of how much they love me.
Okay, yeah.
That's my answer. It also goes back to the dystopia question.
Yeah, for some reason, every time I looked at questions, I was giving you these God complex questions today.
Right?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I've been answering them like a god. So I'd rather people. I don't want people to be afraid of me. Like, what does that accomplish?
Yeah, I don't mind people fearing me, but I wouldn't want like a societal, like I'm the guy at the top and people fear my presence in a room or something. I like people to fear me. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it depends.
I like that people
depends
don't,
on that. It depends on the. I don't want people to mess with me. You know, I don't want to be. I don't want to be walked all over. But I don't want people to like. I don't want to walk down a street and people are like.
Yeah, they go in their houses and hide behind stuff.
Yeah, like a Western. Like, I don't want to be Clint Eastwood.
Right, yeah.
Here's a good one.
Hurry up and get it in before it,
Oh, God, I got an email that scared the mess out of me. Would you rather never be able to eat meat or never be able to eat vegetables?
I feel like I'm very diverse. That if I had to only eat,
you eat a lot of vegetables.
Well, yeah, I like vegetables.
Yeah, so I mean, like,
I get down with vegetables. If I had to, if I was in a scenario where I only had to eat vegetables, I could.
Yeah,
I do like meat because I grew up eating meat. Unfortunately, if I financially could afford to not, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
You know, for the benefit of the animals and stuff like that.
If I could choose to not eat meat, I would, but unfortunately...
I hate that I know what it tastes like.
Meat,
I hate that
meat
I like
is so
what it
cheap
tastes
and
like.
readily available, so I mean, it's like, I gotta eat.
Would you rather become twice as strong when both of your fingers are stuck in your ears, or crawl twice as fast as you can run? That's terrifying.
I'd rather crawl twice as fast as I can run.
Oh my God.
Dude, terrifying.
Dude, I would work for Universal and the mummy thing. I don't know. Like,
dude, if you could do that, you wouldn't have to work in an exhibit.
Dude,
though.
I would
you
get
could be
so
in
many
movies.
exactly.
Yeah, you could be in movies.
Scary movie. Oh no!
Oh no! It's time again, guys. Round 3.
Round 3. Here we go.
Here we go, guys. Remember, you don't have to swallow it so hard. Ooh.
I'm starting to just taste the alcohol now. Like the Budweiser taste is like just gone, and now it's just alcohol.
Oh my God, I'm already feeling like this is a mistake.
Round 3 though, we got through round 3.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
5.
No. I'm going. I'm going.
Shit.
I'm going. I want to
Don't rush yourself.
I know.
Though. You're
I
gonna
know.
make yourself sick.
I know. Okay, I'll get to 6. Y'all at home, this really is harder than it sounds. It's just beer. Like, no.
Oh my God, dude.
No. There's a cutoff point. Round 2. It doesn't taste like Budweiser anymore. It tastes like alcohol.
And I keep burping and having that little bit of raise up. That little bit of like, you know, when you like kind of burp and you get a little bit of a drink.
It's like a second.
A reflux.
It's like it's another shot. You're doing 11 shots. Okay, let's get back to the questions.
Oh wait, we can't lose track of the time though. We've only done 6.
I'll do a question. You do a question. We'll jump back to the shots. Okay.
Okay.
Would you rather never have to work again or never have to sleep again? But you won't feel tired or suffer negative health effects from not sleeping.
Okay. Yeah.
Never not work again and never not. Imagine how much you could get accomplished if you didn't have to sleep.
Yeah.
You know? If sleeping was like a choice. And sleeping still feels good, right? But like you don't suffer the negative effects of lack of sleep.
Yeah. I think I would go with
never have to work again.
Yeah, I don't think I'd sleep. I wouldn't sleep then if I didn't have.
Can you imagine? Like, I would do this. Like, I would never sleep again.
Yeah, you could get a lot accomplished.
Yeah.
Without having to sleep, because you figure you sleep 8 to 10 hours or more, if you sleep that amount.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's interesting. Okay.
I'd probably never sleep again.
Yeah.
I would sleep like sometimes if I had absolutely nothing to do, like if I didn't have to do dishes or
the drunker we get, the more that'll happen. So it'll just bleep.
But I would get so much done. I would draw more, I would clean more, I would read more. You know, I read before bed and then I get tired and I just pass out.
Yeah.
So is that your answer? You'd never?
Yeah,
never
I'd go with
again?
the sleep thing again.
Yeah.
Even though, don't get me wrong, I like sleeping, but I do feel like you lose a lot of time to it.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a horrible job but be able to retire comfortably in 10 years, or have your dream job but have to work until the day you die?
Well, that's what it's all about. I'd rather have my dream job and work until the day I die. You're going to be working every day of your life. No
if
matter
you
what.
love what you do, though, you're not really working. That's
yeah,
so cliche to say, but
that's,
it's so
that's
true.
That's the truth. That's what they say. I mean, I'd rather work my dream job until the day I die, because you have people that retire and then they get bored and they go work at like a convenience store.
They go be a Walmart greeter.
Or a Walmart greeter, and but they need something to do. Routine is good for everybody. How many minutes? We got 5 exactly.
All right, here we go. So we got 4 more shots out of this one.
Oh gosh.
I don't know. I already don't think I'm gonna make it.
I'm expecting to get to like 4 or 5 and be done. This is hard.
This is so difficult. Oh my god, dude. Oh.
I expected that. Dude, and then in 4 more minutes,
no.
I need 10 more.
I might be out after this, honestly. After round 3. Yeah, I can't. We're just now finishing this, and we're about to go into,
We're about to go into 10 more.
4.
But we can pace it. We can pace it.
Oh, dude, I'm already... Dude, and guys, I had the... I had the utmost. Hold on.
Oh man, this is the drunkest.
All right, so
our
that's
crowd has ever seen.
that's 3 right there.
Yeah.
Round
3, done.
Oh my God, guys! I had the highest expectation and hope for this.
We thought it would be so easy.
Guys, we've only done 3.
30 shots.
We've only that's it. Look at all of what we got left to still do.
70 more shots, and we have.
Oh my God! I don't know.
2.5 minutes.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I'm already starting to.
But we can space it out. We don't have to do it. We haven't been doing it the way we planned. So if we pace a little better, we can try.
Oh my God!
We can try.
I'm already not liking myself.
Let's get back to the questions.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Was it you? Was it your turn? Yeah. Because I actually did the.
Yeah. Would you rather eat an egg with a half-formed chicken inside, or eat 10 cooked crickets?
I would actually eat 10 cooked crickets.
I've had 10.
I've had the crickets.
Yeah.
The crickets.
I've had rickets before. It's no fun.
I've had the crickets. The crickets.
That's my favorite pop punk band.
That's what I would name a bar. The Crooked Cricket.
The Crooked Cricket. Don't steal that, any of you.
We know where you are. We'll find you.
We know your IP address. You'd rather
it's
eat
the burps too that are
messing with. It's all that gas.
Yeah, it's all the pumped CO2 in it. Yeah, I would go with the crickets. Would you rather eat a box of dry spaghetti noodles or 2 cups of uncooked rice?
Oh my God. The spaghetti noodles, because I've eaten.
I eat spaghetti noodles all the time.
Yeah. This one is probably going to go off in a sec. The alarm's probably about to go off. But, oh, here it is. Would you rather live without the internet or live without AC and heating? I think I know the answer to this one. But maybe I don't. But maybe I don't.
I don't know, man. Live without the internet?
In this day and age, it's kind of hard to.
It would be hard, but man, I don't.
It's just the internet. But it's like you get everything, all news, like interaction with other people.
Yeah. I don't. But
that's okay. You know what? We'll go into
the thing. Okay, so the 10 minutes has started.
But we're not shooting yet.
Not shooting. It is hard to picture the world without having the internet.
Yeah.
Because, man.
I kind of want to talk to my parents about it sometimes. Like, what was the world like? Like, what happened if y'all couldn't remember what actor was in, like, what movie? Like,
they would go to, like, a actor book.
There was a book for it?
Yeah, like an actor guide or whatever it is. Because my mom, I don't know if she still has it, but she had like
It was like a
yeah, Leonard Maltin was like a film critic, and he would have books that he would put out, I think, like every year or every couple of years.
just keep track of like
where it would kind of give you like
Actors and
information about actors and their like their filmography. Yeah,
And see, I find myself getting
that
stumped.
was hard to say just now.
I find myself getting stumped all the time when it's like, oh man, this actor's on the tip of my tongue, but I don't know. And then I'm like, what movie was he in? And I go to the movie, but it's like, that's a Google search.
Mm-hmm.
A Google search away. But it's like, what did y'all do before like the internet? And it's so like, did y'all just like stew? And like a week or two later, it would hit you, and you're like, "It was Brad Pitt."
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah,
I mean, that wasn't in a encyclopedia.
All right. Oh my God.
I know.
This is a nightmare. We're in round 4, guys. Right now, this is shot 1 of round 4.
I know, dude. They're getting harder.
Notice how we've slowed down
Yeah.
quite a bit in doing these, because Trevor's ahead of me right now.
Oh no, I'm on 2.
I
I'm
just
on
said,
2.
I just said.
Trevor's ahead of me. You don't have to keep them. Just keep track of yours. What did you? That was your second one. This is 3. Okay, this is 3 for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, the thing is, when we quit, we'll stop the would you rather questions, and we'll go into the season questions, and then we'll get out of here. What is it? Which one is this? 5? 4? Are you behind me one?
No, I'm matching you now.
Dude, I swore I just poured. See, I knew this was gonna happen.
Yep.
I knew. I even tried to prepare for this. Damn it.
That's 4. This is 5.
I don't want to do this anymore.
This hurts.
I don't think I'm gonna make it to 5, dude. I might be
Keep
dead.
going. Keep going.
I might be dead after 4. Oh my God, dude! It's 5 minutes left, and we're just now getting to 5.
It's okay. Like I said, we can pace it. We can get to the last couple of minutes and just shoot them.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's a great idea.
What did I just drink my 4th one or my 5th one? I'll know by the end of the can if I'm out. It's time. That's a good way. if my can runs out, oh, that's 9.
I think you just did 5 because this is 5 I have.
Okay.
And you already shot 5.
Okay. So
Here.
okay. Yeah.
Hang on, let me. Oh my God, dude! Everything is starting to get blurry already.
I know.
Oh my God.
We don't drink beer this way, dude. We should have picked a beer we don't like. Like
It
Natty
wouldn't have
Light.
mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. It would still be as hard. It
I
still
guess,
would be
but
as hard.
are we ever gonna look at Budweiser the same way?
I mean, probably not for a period of time, but we should be.
We can get back
Dude,
to
I
it.
can't. My stomach. Like there's pressure in my stomach right now.
I know. Stomach's like, dude, what is going on?
What are you doing
Okay.
right now? Hold on. Let me catch up to where you're at.
Okay, we have 4 minutes until the next round, but it can wait.
Oh my God, dude, this hurts so
I
bad.
know. Okay, you asked me. Did you ask me a question last? Would you rather be completely invisible for 1 day, or be able to fly for 1 day?
I guess flying would be cool for 1 day.
That's the same answer as I would pick. Yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love to be invisible too, because that's fun too. But then you can only really be creepy with it.
yeah.
Like that's. I mean, let's just.
If anyone ever chooses invisibility for that question, keep an eye on that.
Yeah, like you can only really be creepy with that because
Yeah.
the reasons you would need to be invisible are always for something
Sneaky,
creepy.
mischievous.
Yeah, like
I
you're-
would love to fly. Like I've had dreams about being able to fly. Like that's so cool.
Yeah. I would like the sensation of flying. I mean,
Yeah.
I've flown on a plane and stuff.
Oh,
Have
dude.
you flown?
I've never flown on a plane.
No, Lexi hasn't either. But I've flown on a plane, but the sensation of flying,
Like having the wind.
like
in
if you
your
had
face.
wings, or if you just had the ability to propel yourself,
Yeah.
that's got to be like, that's why birds are having such a good time all the time, except for when they're like
You talk to many birds.
flying into. Yeah, I mean, I talk to birds all the time. Would you rather have one real get out of jail free card, or a key that opens any door?
I just realized something. These shots are gonna stack up if we don't do them.
Jeez, man. Wait, hold on. You already did
That's
6.
5.
This is 6.
That's 5. That's 5.
You're losing count.
Maybe
you're adding more stuff to our.
Maybe I am.
Because we had just done 5, and then we both poured
Okay,
6.
so is this 6 then?
Did you just do the one that was poured?
poured?
Yeah, you drank your 6,
Okay.
so this is 7.
Okay, so
Yeah, so this is 6
You
for me.
drink
Hold on.
Yeah. Are you sure? 'Cause I'm out.
Oh my God, I'm pretty positive that that's what it was.
And
Maybe not. So this would be
Is this
9.
9?
Then. This would be 9 then.
y'all tell us. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
We tried to. Man, this is hard.
It's very hard.
This is hard, guys.
9. I'm gonna get to one more at least. I want to get to round 4.
You mean finish round 4?
Dude,
This is
probably-
finishing round 4.
This is finishing round 4. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I might not be able to go past this. I feel like going past this is only going to provoke the
4.
Yeah, I'm not feeling super hot right now.
You got one more.
Yeah, hold on. Oh no, this is terrible.
You got it though. All right, y'all. That was round 4 complete, and with 6 seconds to go until round 5.
I might be tapping out.
Here we go. Start round 5.
Ooh, I don't know if I can do any more.
Round 5 begins now.
I don't think I could do any more.
Are you tapping?
I might.
You gotta.
Oh, I might.
Yeah. Y'all. Round 4.
I feel like if I keep going, I'm gonna push myself to throw up.
I'm ready here. Oh man, dude! Like I don't think I could go any farther without throwing up.
That's where I'm
Like
at
I feel
right
like I
now.
could go more. Like now, like I could probably go like 2 more shots.
I'm already feeling like on the verge right now. Ooh. There's no shame in it.
There's no. I can't do it, guys. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
This is really hard, guys.
This is a lot harder than it seems, than it reads, right? Like, wow, 40 shots though. That's not bad, right?
I don't think it's bad.
And it's 5 beers, and you think drinking 5 beers is no problem, but the way we've been drinking these beers,
Ooh.
yeah. Okay, so what were your favorite beers of this season?
Ooh. Jeez.
And there were a lot of good ones. There were only a couple bad ones, or a couple ones that we didn't really like.
I'm hurting right now. Give me give me a moment.
Okay, I'll
'Cause
go.
I'm trying to hold back.
My favorite beers from this season, I gotta think because right now I can't remember all of my favorite beers, all of the beers we've had. I really liked the who did the cafe one? Cafe.
Yeah, Urban South.
Urban
that
South's
was our
Cafe.
first. That was our first episode of the season.
That one was really good. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, yeah. Urban South was one of my favorites too. I liked Paradise Park.
Yeah.
And,
You talk about that one
and-
all the time.
Yes, all the time. And I just had it again not too long ago, and it's just as good as it was on the show. So that one and the what did they call it? Cafe cafe or something.
Yeah,
it had some kind of accent.
It had the Vietnamese
It had an accent mark.
Yeah.
I liked both of those from Urban South. I think those are probably one of my favorites from this season.
We had a lot of really good IPAs this season.
Yeah.
Just bourbon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's that's probably adding to the nausea that I'm feeling.
We had a lot of really good IPAs this season. Last season, I was not an IPA guy, but it took a year for me to really attune my tastes to the IPA style.
You sure did.
We had New Belgium's Space. What was it called? Space something IPA.
Yeah, I'm not because I made the joke about it being Space Ranger.
Yeah, I was gonna say Space Ranger.
Yeah,
but it was their newest IPA. That was phenomenal. I also really like what's the name? The Corbinian Dunkel. The Corbinian.
We're so gone. We're trying to think
the Corbinian isn't the brand. It's the Corbinian is the Dunkel. It's not even a Dunkel. It's like a Doppelbock.
What episode was it?
I'm about to figure out. I'm about to go into our channel.
Into our Rolodex.
Oh, the sour. Can't forget that sour.
Oh yeah, that sour was really good. The one that we wanted more of.
Cuvée de Jacobins.
Yeah. Okay.
Really good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That was a really good episode. I'm literally looking at her. Look. I don't know, but that's me. Right there. Urban Sour.
And me.
Weihenstephaner's Corbinian. I drink that. That's the Doppelbock. I drink that thing all the time. Like, it's delicious. It's one of my go-to beers, and it's so cheap.
I'm just over here, just like.
What were some?
I'm like, ooh,
you're
right
over
now.
Suffering.
Oh my God, yeah, it's not
Some
fun.
of your least favorite beers, if you can recall.
What was the last episode that had the IPA that I didn't like? I didn't like the grapefruit one, and I didn't like whatever one. No, it was the one that you liked. The New Belgium. It was the
one
space one. Yeah.
It was the space one.
Yeah, I didn't like that. That one was very bitter to me, and you said it wasn't that bitter for you, and I felt like it was really bitter for me.
Yeah.
I don't prefer the
really bitter IPAs.
The bitter IPAs. I don't like that whole thing.
Okay. Does Don Chilada count? Because
Don Chilada,
that was like my least favorite of like the entire season.
See, Don Chilada there was nothing. I don't feel any type of beer would have made that better.
Yeah.
Like, we happened to use Dos Equis in that, and we also used the Takata, I think. Takata Light.
Yeah, Takata Light.
But I felt like there wasn't anything that was going to make that
Nothing
better.
could have saved
No
that.
beer would have made that better.
No, absolutely.
Like, you have to be somebody who's into the seasoned beer persuasion, and we're not. I
don't know. I think even that's pushing it. I think that's a very cheap interpretation of the Chilada style.
That too. And we said that on the show. We didn't write off Chiladas entirely.
Yeah, I'm down for trying an authentic Chilada or a michelada.
Yeah. I said that on the show too. That I definitely want to try one made by like a bartender.
I don't want to return to the Don Chilada. What is a beer you wish that we had reviewed this season that we didn't?
I do wish we would have been able to get our hands on more Founders.
Yep.
And we've talked about this off camera too. Founders cranks out so many different types of beers, and they hoard a lot of them and keep a lot of them in Michigan. And you guys are very selfish, and that's really terrible of you guys. But they have a lot of really awesome brews that they keep locally for them. And we can't get our hands on a lot of them. And then even the ones that we can, sometimes they're a bit pricier, and they're hard to obtain quite as much.
Yeah.
So I would say definitely the Founders, because we liked Founders in season 1 a lot. The Dirty Bastard and the one with the lady
porter,
on it.
The
Porter lady that we said.
Poor
so
Trisha.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Poor Trisha.
No, you took the words right out of my mouth.
That one too? You agree with that
I
one?
wish we had gotten around to reviewing more Founders, and it's not that we couldn't have. It's just that there were so many others that we wanted to cover.
Yeah.
That Founders just kind of they went to the back burner this season, which is regrettable. I wish we had gotten around to reviewing more Founders because the breakfast stout that they have out. I mean, I've been wanting to try that one for what seems like ages. If you were deserted on an island and you only had one beer, like that, maybe you had I don't know, maybe like the luggage or something that came from the plane, like the.
Okay, maybe it's not even my luggage.
It's only one beer. What would that beer be?
One beer. Land Shark's definitely a good participant. For some reason, I lean toward Pabst.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Pabst, and then
Sam Adams is always refreshing. Yingling.
maybe a Yingling. I think Sam might be a little bit too heavy for outside, but maybe a Yingling or something, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? Everything is so blurry.
I'd have to. Right.
So blurry.
I'd have to say PBR. You know, probably PBR.
Yeah. Yeah, PBR is definitely good.
Okay, so let's cover some plans for next season. What are some? Without revealing too much, what are some plans for next season?
Yeah.
Things that you would like to see done.
Well, I know me and Trevor have talked about having the structure and the format and the look of the show change quite a bit. Without going too much in depth, because there are some things that are kind of tentative right now that we're kind of playing around with. We do want to eliminate the green screen, and I am comfortable with saying that because we don't want to come back to having a green screen background.
Yeah, it's more problematic than it should be.
And it is because of the space that we have available to us to shoot. I mean, we shoot in a very small area, and you need to be really far away from this behind you for the most ideal lighting and all that technical jargon situation. So we definitely want to change the format of the show. We want to kind of lean towards more, and like Trevor said, not going too much into what we're planning to do, just so you guys are surprised a little bit when Season 3 does roll around. We do want to change it to appeal a little bit different. It'll still be a review show, but then it'll also be kind of like a all of us hanging out show, and not like it hasn't been targeted towards that, but still less formatted in a way where it feels very corporate, if you will.
Yeah, more casual.
More casual, more relaxed. We'll have a different, more comfortable seating arrangement.
Yeah.
Eliminate the table and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely some things in the works that we want to change and make more fluid, I guess is probably a good way to say it for the show.
Yeah.
We always want to evolve the show. Every season, we want to evolve the show in one way or another. If it's not like a positive to a negative, we want the show to always grow. We don't want to give you the same show every single season without any kind of evolution.
Yeah.
So
otherwise, what are we doing?
Yeah, we're just doing the same show every season. You know, like, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing?
One thing I would also like to do is start doing growlers, because there are a lot of beers that our local liquor store does on tap that are not available in cans or bottles.
True.
You can only get them in growlers. That's it for season 2.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it was a blast, and like I said, we aim to bring you a even better season 3. We want to thank everybody who constantly has shared, commented, subscribed, interacted, liked, disliked. I mean, even whoever was dedicated enough to dislike every episode.
Yeah.
Hey, we love you too.
You're watching, and I don't know.
I don't know what your deal is.
But
I don't know.
But you're just as dedicated as the people who watch every episode and like. So
if I did something to you at some point, I'm sorry.
Same. Like,
I don't know what solicits the dislikes on every video, but you're very prompt. You're very timely.
As soon as the episode comes out, you're there. So I mean, we appreciate you.
And before we end the season, officially. Before we kind of get to the little thanks portion, we definitely want to let you guys know we don't aim to be gone for another entire year again after this season ending. We do want to make other content, as we've said in season 1, but once again, still Trevor lives a little bit further away, and so those kind of things play a factor. But outside of that, we do plan to come back fairly soon, in the terms of not taking another entire year hiatus kind of thing. But yeah, as far as thanks, as always, we want to thank you guys who watch, and like we said, share, subscribe, continue to promote us. We can throw some names out there of people that I know regularly watch. Everybody from a lot of people from season 1, David Johnson, Brandon Ortega, Adam Borello, of course, Joy Holloway and her mom from the River Store, I believe. We always like to shout all those people out. Everybody from any family members that watch, your sister and brother, Hannah and Nick, they usually watch. I'm sure Justin watches to some extent, maybe 2 or 3 seconds, and then turns it off.
Our parents are very dedicated.
Our parents, definitely want to shout them out.
Support we have.
I mean,
if you're ever in Tennessee ways, Tellico Plains, they own a diner there called Cat's Diner. They make some phenomenal food there. If you're ever in Tellico Plains, please check them out. Some wonderful people and even better food. Also love to shout out my girlfriend Kelsey. I love her to death. I'd also love to shout out my good friend Heather, who is a very staunch fan of this show. And I think 2 weeks ago, was her birthday, and I meant to shout her out on the show. I didn't get around to doing it, but she loves this show, and she loves me, and I love her. And
hey, there you go.
She is just one of the warmest, kind-hearted people you will ever meet.
Yeah, happy birthday, Heather. There you go. Happy belated birthday.
Happy belated birthday. But just to everyone who's ever taken a moment of time to comment, share, I mean, that's what it's all about, I mean, even if you're just dropping a comment.
Yeah, and I also want to shout out Brandon Ortega's mother-in-law, his wife Jessica Ortega. Apparently, really loves the show. Wow. I don't know her personally, but he told me that my mother-in-law really loves the show. So, shout out to you, Brandon's mother-in-law, who loves the show.
That's awesome. Thank you.
I'm glad that you do enjoy the show and the content we create. That's why we create it. We create it a little bit for ourselves, selfishly, but it's ultimately for other people to enjoy as well.
Yeah. If we could have all of you around this table with us,
to
try the different views.
Yeah, I mean, it would
believe me, it would make for the experience.
It would be a fun time for sure.
We're just two guys trying beers, and we hope that y'all like it.
Yeah, and
that's how we started it.
I do want to shout out, of course, my fiance Lexi. She's always here for moral support, and she sits through and watches the episodes, whether she wants to or not. She's not a beer drinker.
Good critical.
She makes sure to watch and and give me good, honest feedback, which I can appreciate.
Yeah.
And lastly, I didn't shout out Stephen Frame. I would be wrong to not shout him out, Mr. Stephen Frame. I appreciate you for always watching the show and promoting it as well. And last but not least, I want to thank you, good sir, as always. Trevor, again, for the most part, has financed a lot of the brews that have gone into the show, as well as he's added his
I have a repertoire of hair.
His gorgeous face to the show. Yeah, I mean it's definitely a collaborative effort. As we've said before, it's not a show that we just slap together. It does require some effort. I put in a lot of time. I put in a lot of effort. There are some things technically that
kind of out of our control.
Yeah, that are out of our control, that we have issues with, and that's all circumstantial. I mean, we're two guys doing this show. We don't have a team of 15, 20 back there behind the camera. It's literally my oven. So, you know, nobody's back there but us.
Yeah. I mean, and I'd like to thank you.
So-
I mean, you've done, like you said, a lot of hard work. And, you know,
I definitely appreciate it.
there are some, you know, like if we're late on an episode or if there are some technical difficulties, it doesn't matter to me because we're still putting out the content. And we have one man. This is a machine that's putting out this art that we're trying to give to y'all. We don't have a team of people that do it. It's literally just us. I am a face and an appearance. I go home and I go about my day. This man is behind everything that we do. The editing, the technical stuff, the wiring, sound. I mean, he puts all of his experience to it. I am just a face. I drink and I go home.
He's downplaying it a little bit, but
little bit, but
without him, though, there would be no legit brew reviews, and I almost knocked all these cans over.
Well, only one of them is still.
This one's still very full. But
it's a collaborative effort, but it's only we're just two guys.
Yeah.
But anyway,
man. Yeah, it's been a fun ride. I'm excited to see where the show evolves. I'm always excited to see the show evolve. And the next season, like I said, we aim to give you guys the same legit brews that we've been giving you now 2 seasons.
Legit reviews.
The same legit reviews. But
in a slightly different format.
Yeah, a much more finessed. We always want to finesse it for you guys. We always want to make it the best show that we can per season.
This carbonation.
Yeah, the carbonation just doesn't stop. It doesn't stop at all.
So this was our Century Club challenge. We made
attempt.
We made it to round 4. Who knows? Maybe this is something that we will attempt again in the future. I don't know about season 3, perhaps at the end.
Ooh,
maybe season 4. This was a rough one.
Yeah, and we don't recommend anybody to try this.
No,
we don't recommend you to try this. No. If by chance you're, of course, number 1, being of legal age, and 2, if you just wanted to test yourself to see if you were able to do it.
Test your might.
But yeah, like if you want to try it just for your own benefit, to know that it's not as easy as it sounds on paper.
Be at home. Don't drive.
Yeah.
Don't be a dummy. Just, if you're gonna try this, be at home. Be safe. Know your limits. Right. If you feel that you're on the verge, quit. Because that's what we did.
Yeah. We got to that 4th beer and it was already like
the 4th round.
Yeah. 4th round. Yeah. Yeah. Oof.
The world right now is a very complicated place, right?
Yeah, it's
we might as well address that.
It's very complicated without going into any more issues than you already know about right now. Be safe. If you don't need to be out for any reason, don't be out. Yeah. Protect your family, protect yourself. It all boils down to don't be stupid. It goes, one of my favorite all-time YouTubers, Philip DeFranco, always says that don't be stupid, and that's a really good motto to live your life by. If you don't need to be out, don't be out. If you don't need to be working, don't be working, and take care of yourself. Wash your hands. All these things that you should know already that somebody who had 4 beers shouldn't have to tell you.
Exactly. From us at Legit Brew Reviews.
Yeah, I'm Matt.
And I'm Trevor.
And we'll see you guys in season 3. An all new look. That's a good way to look at it.
New look.
All right, guys. Take care. Be safe. Love each other. And we'll see you next season.
Y'all stay safe.
Bye. Oh, my God, dude. That was so much more difficult than I anticipated it being. I had no idea. Dude, we did 4 beers.
No, that's 40 shots.
I mean, that is 40 shots.
I feel pretty good about myself.
I mean, I do too, but I felt like we were so comfortable.
We went into it like 100 shots, no problem. It's Budweiser.